What is going on, guys, and welcome to another video on FIFA 22. Today we are going to be looking at investments for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So next Friday it is Black Friday, so normally on that day EA release a lot of FSBCs almost every half an hour to an hour. So what you're going to want to do is have a lot of cards in your club that you're going to be selling on for a lot of profit. And at the moment I only have about 1,000 players in my club. My plan is to have over 3,000, 4,000 players. And how I'm going to do that is by doing league SBCs, obviously, where I pick up a lot of the silvers and the bronzes from that. I'm storing in my club. I'm storing everything in my club every time I open a pack at the moment, just so that I'm prepared for it, because I know price is going to be going up a lot. And another reason for, another way to do that is this method here today. So essentially, what you're going to want to do is go to start off with silver commons. You're going to go to max price 150, and you're going to look at any of these top nations here. So I would work from Argentina all the way down to Spain. So I'm going to start with Spain just for this example, but I've also got other players from other nations on my watch list at the moment, which you'll see. Now what I would do is bid on goalkeepers, centre backs and strikers, because from what I've seen from marquee matchups, they're the players that seem to go up the most and the most used in them. But also wingers as well, I think could be a good way to go. And also any cards that you see that are from a top nation but in a different league. So for example, this guy, he plays in the Australian league, but he's Spanish. And the reason why that is it's important to know is that sometimes these challenges have a full nation set, but you need players from different nations, and they tend not to be the most high rated players. Some of them, for the best packs, maybe you'll need golds, but there's a fair amount that EA will release where you actually need silvers and you'll need bronzes, so you need to be prepared. And it's not every SBC that you'll be able to sell the players for, but eventually the right SBC will come and you'll be able to make a lot of coins from that. So like I'm all doing here, I'm just going along the players, I'm looking at them, 150 bids, I'm just sticking them on and seeing what we can pick up. And then when you think you've done enough of one country and you've stored some in your club, go to the next one. So try Italy. Is there any opportunities here that you can do? Well, potentially this guy might be quite good because they're in the league below. And centre back might looks good. Now because you're only bidding 150, it doesn't actually matter too much on the time limit, because you're just sticking bids on and then you're going to go off and do other things, and it's keeping your watch list busy, and you're bidding on players and you just store them in your club until the challenges come out next Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And trust me guys, you'll be making a lot more than the 150 coin investment, especially on these top countries. There's opportunities to go elsewhere as well, so places like Denmark, Poland, Austria, they all seem to do quite well. But I would, just to be 100% sure that you're guaranteed profit, I'd go for the top 9 leagues. And that's simply because a lot of the player base will just go to the top 9 because it's quicker to get there on the menus, and they'll use them players. And then anything they don't have, they'll go on the market and they'll buy. Or they'll just simply pick a nation and they'll do that. As well as that, there's also an opportunity to make profit on the bronzes as well. So I would stick to bronze rares in this case. So you can go, for example, Germany, bronze centre back, and then you can bid on these. So all right, he's only got 200 buy now, and it might seem a bit silly, but trust me, he'll go up on Black Friday. Same with the centre backs. So I'm going to make sure I always just stock up on everything that I don't have in my squad, and anything that I do end up getting as a duplicate, I'll just relist up again and hope it gets a sale. But yeah, honestly guys, if you're not doing this at the moment, you're going to be regretting it next week, because you're going to be making at least double your coins, but most likely 5 times your investment. So anything up to 1,000, 2,000 coins. Trust me, because the SBCs are so quick, the prices just go crazy, and people are wanting to compete, so don't miss out on the pack reward that comes out. You know how it is for marquee matchups. If you've ever invested or seen how silvers and bronzes go up, then it's definitely worth doing this. Now there's obviously the case of you could do bronze pack method, and build up your club that way, and still and make profit by selling players on. And that's absolutely true. You can, if you want to do it that way, that's cool. But you can't get the silvers in there as well. And I think silvers are a massive part. And I think the actual silver packs are too much of a risk investment to bid on at this moment in time. So I would just stick to doing it this way. And if you want to pick up a few rares in there as well, absolutely fine doing that. But yeah, I've been doing this. I think I did it from 70k down to here. I've managed to pick up almost 40-50 items there, which will stick in my club. And all I need to sell potentially, I reckon, is about four or five during Black Friday to make my coins back, which I can tell you now is definitely happening. So if you're not doing this already, guys, get on it straight away. You see here, I'm basically winning every player I'm picking up. Now there's a case that you might be able to, I would say, compare prices. If anyone's going above, I would say 700 coins, it may be worth relisting them just so you make some coins back now if you fancy doing that. But it's up to you. Not every player is going to have that opportunity, and you know, a lot of them will be lower at the moment, but there's always room for potential profit on some players. But obviously a lot of these at the moment are low because everyone's doing the league SBCs, everyone's packing silvers and everyone's packing bronzes. But then when the panics comes when people need these cards for the SBCs on that Cyber Monday or that on Friday, then yeah, there's potential for a lot of profit there for you guys to make. So yeah, I would definitely invest now and then come back next week and tell me how much profit you made on this video, because I'm telling you now, you'll be thanking me a lot, because you'll be making so many coins that you'll be like, how is this even possible? But from years experience, I know that this works. And players like this guy, for example, again in the A-League, he's Argentinian, he's going to come in handy. He'll probably end up going for something like 1,500 because he's simply a player that's in a completely different league. I'm probably one of the only Argentinians in that league, and so he'll probably most likely go up for an SBC that comes out. But you've got to be sort of prepared for this. So a little tip I would say is get EA's Twitter, and if you've got Twitter, then notify their tweets. So then whenever there's an SBC release, they will tweet it out, and then you'll be able to know when that's come out. Jump on the companion app, sell in any players for that SBC, and make sure that you collect your coins that you've invested in any players in your club, as well as being able to complete the SBC for minimal coin invested. Now it's unlikely that every SBC is going to be just silvers and bronzes. There will be some that are gold, but just make sure that when there's one, you just take your profit as quick as possible. Don't always list for the highest price as well, because you end up getting greedy, and just take quick profits, you know, that you're happy with, and it's definitely going to be worth it. It's always worth having a load of players in your club, and I would even say doing this at any time is a good way to do so, because even in marquee matchups, then there's opportunities to sell these players on for at least double the coins when silvers are needed, for example. And also there's potential that icon swaps will be coming very soon, and for example, if they needed, so who have we bidded on in terms of country? So if you need Spanish players, you pick those up for 150, they will be selling on for a lot more than that, because people will need them to do the squad battles or the friendlies modes or whatever it is, and they'll be picking up anything that they can just to fill out their benches or fill out their first team squads. So yeah, guys, simple as that. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them. And if you need me to do a follow-up video on this method, then please do let me know. But thank you so much for your support. Really, really happy with how everything's going on the channel at the moment. We're a brand new channel, but we're picking up a lot of likes, a lot of comments, a lot of views, and lots of subscribers, more than I could have ever imagined at this point. So thank you so much, guys, and have a great rest of your day. Peace.